Hello people of the internet, welcome back to my channel. Hope that you are doing well and enjoying the holidays or colder weather. Christmas is very close and the lights are up, the decorations are up, and I'm so excited. If you can't tell, I'm a little excited for Christmas. I would have decorated my workspace area if I wasn't working with paint. So that's why there are no decorations around here. And if you haven't guessed already, we're going to be doing another painting video. I've got my paints over there, a palette, this big white paint because I use white paint a lot, and my paint brushes. I've also got my paper, which means we're going to be doing another painting video. My first painting video was the Dynamite painting video in honor of Dynamite because I love Dynamite so much. So you can check that one out. The link will be in the description. You can check that one out. I've already kind of visualized what I want to paint here. It is obviously going to be holiday themed. I'm going to be drawing a gingerbread alien, if that gives you a hint. And I'm also going to be drawing a cup of hot cocoa, and I'm going to be adding a little more festive details here and there, but you're just going to have to see how it turns out. So without further ado, let's hop right into it. So the lighting is fabulous right now, even though it's partially cloudy. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to do a background color. Unlike my Dynamite painting where I did like the sky last, I'm gonna be doing the background color first. This is gonna have background color, and the color I'm going for is kind of a very light, almost white, but still kind of noticeable pinkish, peachish color. I don't know. I'm going to just take out my palette, and oh, where's my toothpick? If you watched my Dynamite painting video, you know that I used this toothpick. It's a long story why I used the toothpick. I think I explained it in that video, but anyways, I'm just going to mix up the peachish color now. Oh! Wow, that was a lot. Okay, so after a lot of mixing, spilling, and unsatisfaction with the colors, the past colors, I finally have got the color that I want. The well is very full because I used a lot of paint to get the color that I want, but that's okay because we're gonna need a lot of paint anyways to paint this big surface. So what I'm going to do now is I'm just obviously just painting the background. Since I don't want to get it on my table, I use these kind of like leftover scraps of paper. I have a bunch of these leftover scraps of paper and I don't want to throw them away. And if you can tell by the blue color, I use this for my Dynamite painting. And I just line the sides of the paper and I paint. This color is so much darker than I thought it was gonna be. No. Oh, as you can see, there's a difference of color here. I don't know why. Oh my gosh, I did not mix the bottom well. Oh, whoa, it's like a bridge now. It's like, okay. I wonder why paper buckles when it's wet. Or this paper buckles when I paint it. Okay, it somehow looks like a bridge now because, is buckling. We might be able to work with this color. I might go over it with another coat, but for now I'm just gonna let this whole thing dry and I'll come back when it's dry to continue the painting. Okay, so it's not exactly dry yet, and while I was waiting for it to dry, I did mix up a different color. It's very full because I poured way too much white but it actually worked out in my favor because it's now the color that I want. Oh, it's gonna spill. I'm scared. Okay, so even though it's not, oh my gosh, I just realized my camera stopped recording, my phone stopped recording. I have no idea why, but I got cut off. I finished painting. I repainted the whole background while my camera was not recording that I had no idea about. Wow. Okay. But that's basically all that happened. Nothing else really much happened. But I'm done with the background, and now I'm going to fully let it dry, and then I'll come back and we can continue painting. Okay, so I am back, and everything is dry. It's nice and smooth now, and I mixed up another color in one of my wells. This is going to be the color of the mug for my painting. So I'm gonna take this sized brush and I'm gonna just paint my mug here in the center with a little handle. Once that is done, I can basically do everything else and add a lot of the other details. So I'm just going to do that. I did not sketch it. Oh, you know me, I have to sketch it. And now I'm going to go in and paint the handle. Okay, and I think that's good, and I can't continue with the cup until this dries because all the details are on and around and overlapping the cup. So I'm going to let this dry and I will revisit this when it's dry. Okay, so the mug is dry, and now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna paint a little rim around the mug. Oh my gosh. Okay, so I think this is pretty good, and I'm not gonna worry about the inside because I'm going to paint hot cocoa in there, so I'm not really worried about there, but I'm gonna touch up this right here. Before I wash my brush off, I'm going to paint a little like bow, like right here in the center, because in the center of my cup, I'm going to paint a wreath, and the wreath has got to have a bow, so I thought I could just make it this color. Okay, so the bow looks really nice. I'll add in a few other details later, but for now I'm just going to wash off my brush, and then I'm going to paint on a little gingerbread alien. Okay, so I've got a gingerbread color mix. Can you tell who it is just based on the shape? Can you tell who it is just based on the shape? Okay, so my little gingerbread figure is complete. If you haven't guessed who this is yet, don't worry, there will be more hints as I continue to paint and decorate the face. But for now, I'm going to move on and I'm gonna do the hot chocolate. This is melted chocolate. So this is perfect for the hot chocolate color. Okay, so the hot chocolate is officially overflowing. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to draw on a little wreath. And since I don't actually have any other green other than neon green, I'm just going to actually make my own green using blue, yellow, and a little bit of ivory. So I'm just going to quickly mix that up. Okay, the green color, I've made it. It's a nice kind of, not really pastel green, but it's a light green. I also turned on a light because it's getting darker as I speak. So I'll probably have to revisit this tomorrow to finish it up and add the finishing touches. But today I'm just going to do the wreath. I've decided that I'm gonna actually do a little more today before I leave this to dry overnight. So right now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take my paintbrush and I'm going to go like this around the wreath. I'm gonna try and make like these little berries, or I don't know what you would call them. I think that's good enough. Maybe a tiny one here. Okay, so now what I'm gonna do is with my white paint, I'm gonna open it. I'm going to add some white icing to my little gingerbread alien, who I'm gonna be giving you more hints about later. Oh my gosh. It looks like I might have to go in with the second coat. This is like drying almost clear. Okay, so that's the best I can do for now with the icing until it dries. But right now what I'm gonna do is I'm very carefully going to try and paint some marshmallows hanging out in the hot chocolate. Okay, so to wrap up today, I'm gonna take my toothpick and with the nice reddish pink color and green color, I'm going to draw in a few sprinkles inside the hot chocolate. I've never had sprinkles inside my hot chocolate. I've had whipped cream and marshmallows in my hot chocolate, but I've never actually put sprinkles. I just thought that putting sprinkles or painting in sprinkles would be a cute idea, but I've never actually had sprinkles in my hot chocolate. So if you have, let me know. I think it'll taste good. I don't think it'll taste bad or anything. Let me know in the comments if you are a marshmallow with hot chocolates person, a whipped cream with hot chocolate person, or just a plain hot chocolate person. Or if you don't like hot chocolate at all, then what's your alternative hot beverage? I like marshmallows in my hot chocolate, and I like whipped cream in my hot chocolate, but if I had to choose, I think the whipped cream is better. There's just something about seeing the fluffy pile, just waiting for me to eat it. Okay, so this is how the painting is going so far. It's very dark outside. I'll like put a clip here of like how it's looking outside. And this artificial light is not the best for filming. So I'm just gonna put a stop here and I'll continue tomorrow morning. Okay, so what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to paint some sprinkles here on the icing, and unfortunately my paint dried overnight. Obviously would do that. I don't know why I didn't think it was going to do that. Anyways, that means I just have to very quickly mix up these two colors again, and then I'll do these sprinkles on the icing. Okay, so this is a very kind of close color. I can live with this color. So now I'm going to take my toothpick and dip it in this color. And I'm just going to paint, sprinkles. Blue and yellow. We have yellow, and now let's add blue. And now I'm just going to take the toothpick, dip it in the green, and I'm going to add green sprinkles. And now I'm going to add a very, very defining feature that'll probably be the biggest hint on who, oh my gosh, this little gingerbread alien is, if you haven't guessed it already. I'm going to add eyes, a mouth, and I'm going to put one red gumdrop here. Nice big one. Do you guys like gumdrops? I don't know if I've ever tried a gumdrop. I think I have, but I don't have a very clear memory of trying a gumdrop, so I can't really tell you if I like them or not. But if you have tried a gumdrop, let me know in the comments. I'm gonna add some white frosting details. I'm gonna take out my black paint. I'm taking this one out for a reason. My marshmallows need a face. I'm very nervous. I'm gonna go back in with this pinkish paint, and I'm going to draw on the mouth. Yes. Can you tell who it is now? Here, I can hold it up. Can you tell who it is now? If you don't know who this is Tata. Yes. I think gingerbread Tata turned out so cute. I mean, oh, it's just so cute. Okay, so we're not done quite yet, because there is one more detail I wanted to add. I wanted to wrap some string lights around the mug, so I'm going to darken it up to make the string part of the lights. Okay, so the color is all mixed. It's kind of similar to the other greens I mixed, but it doesn't matter. As you can see, I sketched out how I want the lights to kind of go. And now what I'm going to do, dipping my toothpick in here, and I'm just going to follow the line. I just realized that this smaller paintbrush would probably be more ideal than the toothpick, so I'm switching over. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to draw the light bulbs. Okay, so now that the lights are done, the very last thing that we're going to do is just add that little detail. So I'm going to start here. And voila! The painting is finally done. Everything is complete. We can... Oh, wait a second. Actually, no. There is actually one teeny tiny last thing that I want to do. And that is add like little droplets of snow. I'm going to use my fine paintbrush here. Just going to add, and I'm just going to add these little snow falling from the sky. I'm also going to add a snowflake here and there. But first, actually, yeah, let's put one here. Alrighty, so we are officially done with the painting, and drum roll please. Here it is! Oh my gosh, I think this is a very cute little holiday themed drawing. I love the little gingerbread tata. The marshmallows look like they're having so much fun. The hot cocoa is slowly spilling off the side. The lights are wrapped around the cup. There's a little like snow falling. There's sprinkles on the hot cocoa. I love everything about this. I think this is really, really cute. This was a very relaxing kind of painting to do, and I love the end result. And if you've made it this far into the video, I just want to say thank you so much for watching all the way through. I hope you enjoyed this painting video. Wishing you happy holidays and a merry rest of the year. I hope to see you guys soon, but for now, bye!